welcome back into the show. Second hour of Your Defending Fathers with Trucker Randy Bishop here on the Patriot Voice Radio Network this Monday, September 8th, 2025 edition. Joining us on the line right now is Missy from My Pure Health Solutions down in Battle Creek, Michigan. Good morning, Missy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. I want to start out by asking you a very specific question. I've asked you to do some research on this. Diabetes, blood sugar. Okay, people who have elevated blood sugar levels that the doctors test for and they look at and say, okay, you're pre-diabetic. You're a level 2 diabetic. Your blood sugar is so bad, we have to start giving you insulin injections, putting you on some type of medications, whatever. What is diabetes? And if it goes untreated, what are the symptoms? What does it lead to?
Because a lot of us hear diabetes and insulin, but a lot of us don't understand what insulin's even doing that's causing the diabetes. Can we talk about insulin really quick?
Sure.
Awesome. And by the way, 1 in 3 adults in the United States are pre-diabetic, and they don't even know it. That means, like, literally there are millions of people walking around. They're tired. They're craving sugar. They're struggling with that insulin belly, that tire around your gut, fighting brain fog, all of it. It's insulin resistance. So what this is, to do it in a nutshell, insulin is the key. So when you eat food, after you eat that food and then you go turn on the TV and you forget about the food you ate, well, after the food goes into your body, that food's turning into sugar. It turns into sugar in your blood. Well, that's fine as long as, because this is the beautiful part about how the body's designed. Your body is taking the food, breaking it down into sugar, because your cells, we have 36 trillion cells in the body, your cells need that sugar for energy. So insulin is the gateway to getting the sugar into the cell. So we need the sugar going into the cell, and once the sugar gets into the cell, the body's like, yeah, thank you, my cells have energy again. But when insulin isn't working, the gateway to getting the energy into the cell isn't there. So when we have that going on, people that have pre-diabetes, they're going to have energy crashes. They have spikes. They have great energy one day, 1 hour, then they're crashing after they eat food. They're moody. They're reaching for sweets. It's impacting your lifestyle. So energy is impacted by these people. Stop and wait. Go ahead. Yep.
Well, my point is this: if this is something that's happening on the cellular level, and you've told us this for years now that you've been on the show, you're saying that the cells are not getting the proper energy. They're not communicating with them, the organs or the systems that are innately in our bodies. Basically, it's malfunctioning.
Yeah, because you need the gateway. Let's just say insulin is the key to getting into the cell. You need to open up the door to the cell. Insulin has the key. If you don't have insulin, you don't have the key.
If you're insulin resistant, there's some problems flowing, something's going on. The doctors read your glucose numbers and look at your fat around the belly and all the other symptoms you're describing. I'm tired, I'm groggy, etc., no energy. Basically, they then say, okay, let's put you on some medication.
Sure, and we're going to talk probably about that after the break, because that medicine is not still giving you the key. It's just helping your body on the outside of the cell get rid of the sugar on its own, when truly the cell needed that sugar.
Absolutely. Got it. We're having a conversation about blood sugars, insulin, all of it with Missy. Short break, a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, it's Trucker Randy, the Yo-Yo Diet King. I have literally lost hundreds of pounds in my life. Slim Fast in the 90s, Nutrisystem in 2000, South Beach, Superfoods, they all worked in the short term, only to gain it all back plus some. Now that I'm 65, I really wanted to find a program that would increase my metabolism to burn my belly fat, bring my hormones back to my younger days without any exercising. Then I met Missy of My Pure Health Solutions. She explained how her program does exactly what I was looking for. Go to truckerrandyhealth.com.
Follow my journey with Missy and see that I dropped 22 pounds of body fat in the first 14 days without exercising and eating real foods. Again, go to truckerrandyhealth.com and schedule a free consultation or call Missy at 269-964-4044. Let Missy change your metabolism just like she's changed mine. Do it today.
Hey, everybody, welcome back into the show. Staying through the break is Missy, the owner of My Pure Health Solutions down in Battle Creek, Michigan. She's been doing this for many, many years, thousands of people across the United States. Missy, then what you're saying is because of this insulin resistance and the sugar not being put into the cells of the body properly, what are some of the cells and different hormones and organs and systems in our body, if not getting the proper energy from the food via the sugar, what are some of those organs or cells that are then going to get shut down and not function properly in our bodies?
Well, the top one, your heart. Why? Because high sugar is damaging your blood vessels. That's why I have so many people that I would say are pre-diabetic. They just haven't been diagnosed yet and put on metformin or something. But it's damaging the blood vessels because diabetes is directly tied to your blood pressure. And so if it's tied to your blood pressure, these people they're normally on blood pressure medication right now. They haven't been diagnosed as type 2, but it's causing heart strain, heart disease, strokes. Here's a huge one, and I see this with people that have been on diabetic medications for 30 years. They have tingling feet. Some of them have blurred vision. Some of them are having kidney strain. I mean, because the sugar just isn't floating around in your blood, it's harming your nerves and your vital organs over time. And that's why I said that people that have been on diabetic drugs for years, they're still having problems like this. And then also it's weakening your immune system, so you're not healing on time. Little cuts don't heal as fast, infections aren't getting taken care of, and people, especially elderly, dental issues, and it's being impacted as well because dental issues take longer to heal and the body's inflamed and it's worn down because you've got too much sugar floating around.
Now, on that point, your program, your fat burning program, you have had thousands of people that have come to you initially thinking, I'm fat, I need to lose weight. But what you've actually found is that by getting them into the fat burning program where they're getting the frequencies in their drops, they're putting it in the water, they're eating the right foods that are prescribed. You tell them exactly the best 5 proteins, vegetables, and fruits to eat, the 5 worst to stay away from while they're in fat burning for 20, 30, 40 days. What you're basically doing then is you're causing this naturally to occur in the body where you've seen actually people come off of their blood pressure medication and actually the type 2 diabetes blood sugar levels have become normal.
Oh my gosh, it happens. I can't tell you how many people I've seen that have been on metformin for decades, and within little as 5 to 7 days, they're witnessing their blood sugar numbers come down immediately because they're watching it. They're watching their numbers just like they're watching the scale go down. And the reason why is because you have to fix the problem. You have to give the body the gateway. You have to give the body the keys in order to get that insulin into the cell like it's supposed to. And that's what our scan does. Thanks to technology discovered 100 years ago that taught us that every single cell has a unique frequency or a unique signal coming out of the cell. If the signal to that cell is weak and not performing, then the cell isn't going to do its job. Just like your cell phone. If you got a strong signal when you're calling your friends, you guys can hear each other with no problem. But if you're driving through, a spotty spot, a place where there's not good signal, you don't have a good signal, that means like, I'm going to call you back later, buddy. Okay, sounds good, man. Call me back later when you in good signal range. That's the same thing. Metformin and the shots and the medicine is not turning on the signals. It's basically it's making the numbers look better, but it's not fixing the problem. So
I just got a text message from one of your clients, Karen Curtis.
Yeah.
Now, she didn't need to lose a whole lot of weight, but you put her on the fat burning program because you wanted to get these systems and the blood sugar levels and everything working properly. She just texted me. She said, I had a checkup this morning after being on Missy's program for just 10, 20 days of the fat burning program. She said, my doctors asked me to stay on my meds. However, this morning, her A1C in June was 7.2.
Dang.
Today, it's down to 5.9.
Bingo. I don't know what he's looking for. I mean, the A1C, they just kind of keep lowering it a little bit here and there. But that's a good job, Karen. I'm telling you, that's your body is, I tell people all the time, people are like, how's this work? I'm like, do you question the jumper cables that you need to bring out every once in a while when your battery's dead because you left the lights on? Do you question that when you take the jumper cables out and you're jump starting that battery cell with the electrical current from another car?
Sure.
We don't question that. We don't question when the power goes out in your kitchen, you're cooking food, like, oh no, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the breaker box and flip the switch to the kitchen's flipper. You're going to flip that switch, and all of a sudden the kitchen turns back on again. Yeah. Oh, we don't call and shout for News Channel 3 to come and check that out. That's normal. And people should see the body. The body is the same way. Every single cell, thanks to Nikola Tesla, Dr. Royal Rife, Albert Einstein, they all say everything is frequency. And Dr. Rife was the one that showed us that we can turn cells off. Bad cells that are signaling, we can turn those off. And as much as we can turn those off, like he turned cancer off years ago, we can turn things off and we can turn things back on. And we can this is why people like Karen, it looks like a miracle, but it's not. We turned whatever her body said what she needed. That's what her scan showed us. And so, I mean, I'm telling you. For example,
even like I know Officer Rick was overweight. He did a scan with you and thought it was weight loss, but what he found was he was able to basically come off of blood pressure medication, and others, how many people have been able to stop taking their type 2 diabetes medicine as a result of just turning these cells back on.
Thousands. I mean, when we are onboarding a client and they're on high blood pressure medication and they're taking type 2 diabetic medication, we are watching them closely because we know it's going to be a matter of days that they're going to probably need to call their doctor and get something to be adjusted, because it happens rapidly because we're taking the jumper cables to those very specific cells inside the body that stopped communicating. And we just got to turn them back on, and voila, the body starts to work again. And people don't need their meds. They don't need it, because the metformin, people that are on taking type 2 diabetic medication, it's not fixing the actual problem. It's like
masking it.
It's masking it. Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. Got another question, a text message coming in. So I'm a little confused. You keep talking about fat burning. When we know that you, Randy, lost a ton of weight, you've been actually at the reduced weight now for over 2 years. You've got me at the 217 to 220 range for 2 years now.
Awesome.
Not on any medications, just eating regular food, fresh food like you taught me. But the question is fat burning. So this is actually a fat burning program, not a weight loss program, correct?
It is correct. I've been saying weight loss because the $90 billion industry out there all has branded weight loss. So how many people have ever heard of the word fat burning program? Not
Never.
many. Not many. So I don't go out there and say, hey, I'm a fat burning program. Really, that's truly what I am, because your body was designed, your metabolism, when in perfect working order, is designed to keep your body not carrying extra weight, having your heart work the right way, having your pancreas work the right way, your kidneys work the right way, your liver, your gastrointestinal system, your microbiome. You know, if everything's clocking in and that body's converting your food goes into sugar, and as long as the keys to get that sugar into the cell is working, Houston, we do not have a problem.
Right. Well, I got another little personal testimony for you. Just last week, I was due for my annual checkup for my glasses. And, you know, I'm going to be 68 in January, you know, so I've had these bifocal things where, you know, my long off vision is kind of blurry, but the glasses fixed that, but the up close readers came in place. And so basically what happened was the process, he says, Randy, you don't have to wear your glasses anymore. You don't have to, in any way, shape, or form, have to wear your glasses. I'm going to not only not rewrite a prescription for your glasses, I'm going to absolutely suggest that you stop wearing them, because your vision has gotten so much better utilizing whatever the heck program you're on with Missy. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So greatly appreciate you being on the show today, Missy. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you coming on. And one of the last things I do want to mention, folks, you can reach out to Missy. You can call, or you can go to the website. TruckerRandyHealth.com is the website. Missy owns it. She absolutely puts the content of everything that's on there on that website, and you can check it out at TruckerRandyHealth.com. TruckerRandyHealth.com. That's her website that was created specifically for me. This is my journey with her. Everything that she put me through, my photos are there, my before and after pictures, as well as the screenshots of my body. Now, this is what she did for me. In her office, she took a picture of me standing in front of a clock in her office on April the 23rd of 2023. My weight was 296.9, almost 297 pounds. My body fat was 41.8. That yellow, gunky, visceral fat, that gnarly stuff, was at 21. 4 months and 4 days later, on August 27th of 2023, I weighed 217.2. My body fat was 26.1. 26.1 from 41.8. And that yellow, gnarly, visceral fat was cut more than half, down to 10 from 21. Folks, this past Saturday, I weighed myself again, woke up, got on the scale that Missy provides as part of the program. I was 219.2. 2 pounds over what I was over 2 years ago when I stopped the fat burning program. This fixes the cells that's wrong in the body. The communications that's not working, the way the cells are not functioning properly, the way the body's organs are not working, the systems in the body aren't communicating. Everything that Missy talks about was not working, and she fixed me. Now, if you can't go online to TruckerRandyHealth.com, I really want you to see the Fat Randy pictures. I really want you to see these screenshots. You can pick up the phone and give her office a call to talk to Missy in person. That phone number is 269-964-4044. Again, 269-964-4044. Now, she has a free consultation button right there on the website. If you do go to TruckerRandyHealth.com, all you've got to do is click on that and schedule according to your schedule Her availability is listed into the computer right there on the website. So whatever is good for you, whatever time is good for you, date and time, she'd like to spend for free a half hour of her time talking to you. She would love to talk to you. So you can schedule a free consultation, no obligation, no cost. You can give her a call, and she will spend a half hour talking to you about you and design a custom personalized plan just for you based on her using FDA-approved medical devices called Zyto. ZYTO.com is the website. Appreciate Missy very much for everything she does for us. Short break, Bottom of the Hour News. We'll be right back.